no saving us. There's so much hate inside, like we were made to love. If we can see our problems, ain't no changing us. We need to love each other. Why you hate your brother, like we were made to love.
Don't even know him, but when you see him, you got an evil eye. Can't humble down but correction because of your pride. Same story, we done seen it way too many times. We got numb to the pain, we don't even cry. I done seen folks laugh, happy when somebody died. Scared of love full of hate cause they traumatized. The reality's something you can't dramatize. We done took so many losses, we demoralized. Instead of hunger for the truth, we want more lives. Ain't no reverence, no respect for the Most High. The hate for each other, something that we can't hide. We think it's cool to have sex with a brother wife. We think it's normal and it's natural for to be a die. We take it for granted that we even alive. What we want and God wants don't even align. See the error in our ways, we ain't even trying. We want followers on our G, not to follow Messiah. We look up to entertainers, worship idolizers. Don't commit to the covenant, we commit crimes. That's why we stuck in this condition, we don't see the signs. You can't go off how you feel, you gotta use your mind. The most dangerous thing we got, but it's undermined. Can't force change, so I shine this little light of mine and lead an increase of change to the Most High.
Ain't no saving us. So much hate inside, like we were made to love. Yeah. We can see our problems, ain't no changing us. We need to love each other. Why you hate your brother, like we were made to love.
Man, I know y'all gotta be tired of seeing your brothers getting killed, gunned down in the streets. You gotta be tired of going to prison, seeing your brothers going to prison. Y'all ain't tired of this? You don't want to try to do this another way? The Most High God got another way. We just got to be able to seek and find. And once we seek and find, we execute. Because it's got to be a better way. We got to learn how to love each other. Because all this hate ain't getting us nowhere. Am I the only one that see that this ain't getting us nowhere? We need to learn how to love, man.
No saving us. No saving us. It's inside like we were made. Because we were made to love. Ain't no changing us. We need to love each other. Why you hate your brother, like we were made to love.
Most of your homies in the grave, you ain't tired of it. The other ones incarcerated, you ain't tired of it. You been in and out of jail, but you ain't tired of it. You don't learn from your mistakes because you too proud of it. Can't trust the common narrative because they lying to it. We hold our own self-bag, don't be blind to it. They keep blaming the white man, look at how we moving. All these self-inflicted wounds got us going through it. The most influential people, but look at what we doing. We push these vain stereotypes all through the music. We say we tired, but we ain't tired till we start improving. We supposed to separate ourselves, but we want inclusion. We always talk about change, but we don't never do it. We always say we love God, but we don't really do it. Our hard head came with consequences, we going through it. Till we learn to love each other, we gon' forever lose.
That seems like ain't no saving us. Ain't no changing us. Hate inside like we were made. We were made, no. We can see our problems, ain't no changing. We need to love each other. Why you hate your brother, like we were made to love. 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 Like we were made to love.
Forever be an Edomite. You are not just an Edomite in this life, you're an Edomite in the next life, the next life. You will forever be an Edomite. This is what the Bible says. You will never be an Israelite. I will never be an Israelite. You will never be an Israelite.
When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's. They gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's. They gon' pay for what they done. Don't nobody wanna face the truth about how we really got here. Want us to forget about slavery like it never happened. But them slave ships important, a key connection to our past. Read Deuteronomy 28 to help you feel what I'm saying. We were forced on this land, allowed by Yahweh's hand, but it was all for a purpose, part of a bigger plan. They still talk about the Holocaust, ignore our mass genocide. We ain't been propagated in country built on lies. Yeah, I know y'all ain't the ones who put us in chains, but them y'all ancestors, that blood still run through your veins. Plus your status in society is cause you reap them benefits. I'm on the corners that was sold. Please don't try to act ignorant like your forefathers was innocent, and the issues don't concern you. They've been reincarnated, your ancestors are you. Look at the way that you treat us, shoot us down in the streets, throw us in cages like animals. This ain't the land of the free. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. That's our salvation. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You touch the apple of his eye, it's something you won't get away with. They understand what they failed. I see it in their eyes when they look at my friends. They know Israel rising, dry bones being awakened. The kingdom's eyes for the taking. We renewing our minds, shaking all lies from Satan. Eat them the vessels of rap, and they been fitted for destruction. I'll never be cool with my oppressor. The Bible tell me not to trust them. Still God is knowledge, but fools despise instruction. They need a Bible college for wisdom. The Holy Spirit instructs me. Sucklings need milk, they can't digest. Meat just unlearn, so they misinterpret John 3:16. Saying Christ died for all, but everybody don't need saving. Deliverance is the essence of our eternal salvation. Inheritance is Israel, God deals with no other nation. His words can't come back void, your emotions won't make it. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. When this kingdom come and this will be done, I know vengeance is the Lord's, they gon' pay for what they done. That's our salvation. I don't care what the world thinks, don't do nothing they doing. Christ said they was gon' hate as soon as you became a new man. I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws. I don't care what the world thinks, don't do nothing they doing. Christ said they was gon' hate as soon as you became a new man. I just wanna keep his laws, 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 I just wanna keep it laws. Obedience to love of God. 1 John 5:3, the scripture said it ain't hard. I renewed my mind and learned the lies I was taught. Yeah, my light gon' shine, no darkness, no doubt. Read Romans 12:2. Yeah, that's how King walk. I'm more than ready to die. I done took the sting out. My heart is so clean now. Yeah, I done got the beam out. I deliver the word of truth. I ain't serving bean pies on my own understanding. Yeah, you know I lean out. I'm friends up, I got tassels on when I hit the scene now. I remember getting high, faithfully twisting a lie. Now it's no drugs, I fiend for spiritual things now. I don't care what the world thinks, don't do nothing they doing. Christ said they was gon' hate as soon as you became a new man. I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws, I just wanna keep his laws. I don't care what the world thinks, don't do nothing they doing. Christ said they was gon' hate as soon as you became a new man. I just wanna keep it loud, I just wanna keep it loud, I just wanna keep it loud, I just wanna keep it loud.
Yeah.
I feel like that need to get a conversation started.
I
think the message is beautiful. It's also biblical. The Bible speaks about children of Israel being called by the Most High as a treasured people or a special people. So I definitely think it's a beautiful message.
Ain't no free will, it's all predestinated. From every death to every child brought forth through copulation. From the spouse that you choose to your current occupation, you either receive mercy or Yahweh's indignation. I can recollect on times that I could have been dead. Caught lacking, no strap, I had a knife instead. Played it cool, he wanted to kill me for how I used to move. Had to match his energy, portray that I was strapped too. But inside I'm praying to God, hoping he don't shoot. Still I'm whooping, telling him I know what he won't do. king. It ain't for everybody. Salvation. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. King. It ain't for everybody. Salvation. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Yeah, many you call, but few get chosen. Matthew 22 and 14. My righteousness gonna exceed that of the Pharisees. Do what they.
Shalom, 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 family, and all praise to the Most High. We actually got our family right here in front of us tonight for the lesson. So happy Passover, and all praise to the Most High. I'm your brother Hurt. Got my Aaron who's gonna be reading for me, and also bringing precepts if the Spirit say the same. So tonight we're having a Passover ceremony. It's our first annual Passover ceremony. We stream live for the first time. So all praise to the Most High for that. So we want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. And we do so by Shem, Hamashiach, Yahweh, that's in the name of His only begotten Son, who most around the world know is Jesus Christ. And you got anything you want to say?
Check. All praise to the Most High. Just like the brother said, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Make sure you like the video, make sure to share. Just like always, I'm looking forward to the lessons.
Praise. And I'm going to start off with the one of the show for my whole hopefully I get a good blow on the first time. If I don't, y'all bear with me. Oh, praise God. So, I'll praise the Most High. It feels so good to see my family. It's just a blessing, y'all, to be here another year, to be able to celebrate this Passover. It is really a blessing to just each day we wake up. And this lesson I'm about to go into is signifying the true meaning of the Passover. So that we have an understanding that this thing is spiritual, that it's important, that the Most High God, He's granted us this opportunity to have this understanding so that when we are doing this, we want to enjoy. When we're doing this without anything that is hindering us from having the love of God in our hearts. So, all praise to the Most High for that. And we'll go ahead and get started. I'll give you to go ahead and turn to chapter 12. Y'all have your Bibles, or I'll have turn to 12 also. And we're going to start verses 1 through 6. So, the Passover is in Exodus chapter 10. And what we're going to do, we're going to start reading through bit by bit and breaking it down so that we can get the true understanding, also by getting precepts and showing how it lines up with the Messiah. And that it was a foreshadowing of His coming. So I can give you the verse 1 through 6.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, starting at verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his deed shall be your count of the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. He shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and he shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it.
So when we're looking at where it gives us the commission, it says, "This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house." And the first thing that's going to come to your mind, okay, the 10th day of the month, you're going to look at the calendar and say, oh, the 10th day. But when we are calculating our calendar, it doesn't go off man's calendar, where they've given us a calendar. It goes off the Most High God's calendar, which we see in the sky, as the moon. So the new moon actually signifies a new month. It signifies our year also according to the beginning of the year. And we're able to recognize that by the seasons. So it says the 14th day of the month is going to be Passover. So today is the 14th day of the month according to the moon, so the light is confused. So looking at verse 6, verse 5, it says, "Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats." So anytime Israelites did sacrifices or they did anything to the Most High, it was supposed to be without blemish. We see a foreshadowing of Christ. Why? Because he was without blemish. He didn't do any sin. He committed any sin when he walked this earth. So this was a foreshadowing, and they didn't understand it at that point in time, but we understand it today. So I want to grab a precept, 1 Peter 1, verses 18 to 20.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 1, starting at verse 18. "For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with the corruptible things, as silver and gold from your vain compensation received by the tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you, who by him do believe in God, that raised him up from the dead, and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in God."
So when we look at verse 18, it says, "For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, as silver and gold, from your vain conversations received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Christ or Mashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot." This lamb that we eat is supposed to be without blemish and without spot. Guess what? We're supposed to be without blemish or without spot when we're partaking in the eating of the lamb. So this means that we have to, with all our capabilities, with all our might, keep the Lord's commandments, because this is what's going to keep us unblemished. Now, this ain't saying that you're not going to slip up and make a sin, you're not going to slip up and make a mistake, but this is saying you can't be practicing sin that you know is wrong to do. So, we see foreshadowing of Christ. We also see the foreshadowing of how we're supposed to be and walk like Christ. So, give me 1 Peter 2, verses 20 to 22.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, starting at verse 20. "For what glory is it, if, when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if, when ye do well, and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that ye should follow his steps."
Verse 22.
Continuing on, verse 22.
Low battery.
"Who did no sin, neither was God found in his mouth."
So it says, "For even here where ye called, because of Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that ye should follow his steps." So this is what, where we get the term Christian from, follower of Christ. So if we're to follow his steps, it says, "Who did no sin,
Neither was guile found in his mouth. So this is the model that we're supposed to follow.
Low battery.
And when if we're going to follow after his model, we're not going to be practitioners of sin. And so usually when people hear you say, no, you're not supposed to have sin, they will say, well, everybody's sin. But there's a difference when you're willfully sinning and when you make a mistake sin and they practice. So let's look back at Exodus 12:6. And if you could reread that verse. Yes, sir.
This is Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
So we have a lamb that we've already prepared. Sister Andrea prepared, and it tastes awesome. One thing about doing the Passover ceremony and eating the Passover meal, it isn't any regular meal, and we're gonna get into that and why I say that. It's not that we're supposed to sit down and just eat it slow. We eat it in haste, as the Israelites did when they were leaving Egypt. And we're going to continue to go through our lesson and analyze that when it was going on. So, if you could go ahead and grab Matthew 26, 26 to 29. And we're going to get words from the Messiah himself.
This is Matthew 26, starting at verse 26. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread and blessed it and brake it, and he gave it to the disciples, and he said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup and gave thanks, and he gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
So we see that the Messiah himself, he actually kept Passover, and he's also talking about in the kingdom, he's going to be keeping Passover again. So that's our prayer. We don't want to continue to just keep Passover again. We want the Most High God to send his son back so we can keep Passover with the Messiah. I know. Hey, we want to keep Passover with the Messiah. And not here on this earth where it's so corrupt. And we got a word and wonder whether the loved one gonna die tomorrow, whether we gonna die tomorrow. We want that assurance of having eternal life and not having to deal with being destroyed in this earth. So all praise to the Most High for the provision that He's already set up. So I'll just go back to Exodus 12 and read verse 7 to 13.
This is Exodus chapter 12, starting at verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherever they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water,
but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. Ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt.
So we get clear instructions on how to partake in it. And so we look at verse 7, it says, they shall take of the blood, strike it on the two side posts, on the upper door posts of the house, wherein they shall eat it.
and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs and with the purpose thereof. So when we're supposed to cook this lamb, it's supposed to be over fire. It's supposed to broil it, you're not supposed to boil it, no other way, no fried lamb, none of that. You just put it over fire, which you can put it on your grill, cook it that way, you put a little salt on it, some salt and pepper, that's it. Don't do too much. So it says, eat not of it raw, nor sodden it all with water, roast with fire, his head with his leg, with his purpose thereof. And you shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. That which remains of it until the morning, you shall burn with fire. So when we do, y'all, when we get to the Passover meal, if y'all got anything left on your plate that you didn't, we should be able to get it all down to small portions. But even if we have anything from for the ceremony that we didn't issue out, it has to be burned with fire. We can't allow it to be lasting over until the morning. So it says in verse 11, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. You shall eat it in haste, says the Lord's Passover. So we're supposed to eat this fast. We ain't gonna sit there and enjoy it. We're just gonna eat it fast. Gotta do some. Do some. Yeah. So. Alright, so back to verse 11. So it says, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you shall submit the next. For I will pass to the land of Egypt this time, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will judge. I am the Lord, for I am Yahweh. So this is the reason that we're supposed to eat it fast. We're doing it in the same way that our ancestors did it in Egypt when they knew that the Most High God was sending the angels of death over the land. Because they were about to be delivered. They were about to be free from the captivity that they were in. So verse 13 says, and the blood shall be thee for a token upon the house of your. This is the one right here. The blood shall be thee for a token upon the house of your. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the blade shall not be upon you to destroy you. And I smite the land of Egypt. So when they did that with the blood on the post of the house, it was a foreshadowing again of the Messiah. So when we do this, we're supposed to understand that when we get in the house, just like the Israelites at the time, they struck the post with the blood, they weren't supposed to leave out of the house. So in that same way, we're not supposed to leave under the blood of the Messiah. It's a foreshadowing again. And it's a beautiful thing to see that he has provisions for us in this manner, and we're supposed to understand it in that way, shape, form. If you could give me Hebrews 10, 1 through 6.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, starting at verse 1. But the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, it never with those sacrifices which they offer year by year
continually, make the comers thereunto perfect. But then would they not cease to be offered, because that worship was once purged should have had no more conscience of sin. But in those sacrifices there is a remembrance again made of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and goats should take away sins.
Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he said, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body has been prepared, and the burnt offering from sacrifices for sin, thou hast had no pleasure.
Right. So this is the reason that we have this provision of the Messiah, because when we go into these sacrifices, like bulls, that stuff wasn't going to get us right. It wasn't going to cleanse us. So we needed this physical atonement of the Most High on the goddamn Son. So when we look at verse 10, it says, verse 1 says, for the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never, with those sacrifices, which they offer year by year, continually make the comers thereunto perfect. For then would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshippers, once purged, should have had no more conscience of sin. But in those sacrifices, there's a remembrance again made of sins every year. So they have to continue to do this as long as they were living in sin. We're not supposed to have to need another sacrifice. We're not supposed to crucify Christ again by continuing just to break the laws of God. We're supposed to repent, come back to the way that He wants us to live, and stay in that way of living. It says, for it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when He cometh into the world, He said, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared thee, in burnt offerings and sacrifices of sin, thou hast had no pleasure. So I want you to give me Colossians 2, 13 and 14. This is a very abused verse, but this helps us understand that what he keeps talking about, and it also helps us understand what the Old Testament was about and the New Testament was about.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, starting at verse 13. And you, being dead in your sins and in the uncircumcision of your flesh, hath He quickened together with Him, having forgiven you of your trespasses, blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it in post.
Right. So it says, and you being dead, us being dead in our sins and the uncircumcision of our flesh, He hath quickened together with Him, and He's forgiven us all our trespasses. Now, how does He forgive us all our trespasses? Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us. What are those handwriting of ordinances that was against us? When He did it, and it says, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, never did to His cross. So I know y'all familiar with the term, oh, He nailed it to the cross. They say that about the laws of God. What people call the Mosaic law. They say He nailed it to the cross. And that's the excuse of saying you don't have to keep the laws of God. But we about to bust that. This is really good for us. I'll give you ordinances in Hebrew.
This is G1378 dogma, and it says doctrine, decree, ordinance, and it says the rules, the requirements, law of Moses carrying a suggestion of severity and of threat, judgment, of certain decrees.
Because that's the one. That's the one that fits in how a lot of people use it. If y'all aren't familiar with the Bible, it's very used to. I give everybody, download the Bible, because a lot of words when you read them in English, they lose their strength when they translate it as easy in English. So this word dogma that Brother Aaron just read about, we see a usage. It says that this usage of the word ordinances, and this is going to help us really understand these verses, the rules and requirements of the law of Moses, not just the rules and the requirements of the law of Moses, but it said carrying a suggestion of severity and of threatening judgment. What is that threatening judgment? It was death. We know that we've been delivered from death by the Messiah's sacrifice. So
when we look at this and we understand what it means, let's go back and read the verse again. So it says, blotting out the handwriting ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to the cross. This is what he nailed to the cross. There were certain things that you would do in the Old Testament. Your sentence would be death. It wouldn't be, oh, you can be forgiven. You can say, Lord, forgive me. I messed up. No. If you killed somebody, what was your sentence? It was death. If you committed adultery, what was your sentence? It was death. If you didn't keep the Day of Atonement in the land of Israel, your sentence to death was death. If you didn't keep the Sabbath on the Sabbath day, your sentence to death was death. So that doesn't apply anymore. Because now we can say, Father, forgive me. I didn't know I was ignorant. I didn't know I was supposed to be keeping those Sabbaths. I didn't know I was supposed to be keeping the feast days, Lord. Oh, Passover. If you didn't keep Passover, what's the sentence? It was death. We have a chance to atone for our sins because of the Messiah. And this is what's not getting preached. They just telling us, oh, that's the old law. That's not what it means. The ordinances that were against us are not against us, because now we repent and we don't have to fall. So, if you want to add this, you can, before we go to the next.
I just said it. Some of you mentioned earlier, and because you're going to highlight a lot of the spiritual aspects, I just figured this was good to read. This is Romans chapter 7, verse 14. It says, we know.
That's a reminder.
7:14 says, we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, so don't understand. So it's the apostles the law of the Most High is spiritual. And again, there are a lot of spiritual connotations and aspects to what we're reading, especially here in Passover. So I just want to add.
Good point. So we can go back to Exodus 12, and let's just read verses 14 through 20.
So Exodus chapter 12, starting verse 14. This day shall be unto you a memorial. You shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by the You shall keep. It says 7 days shall ye eat. The first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of worship shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th month at evening, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 120th day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or one of the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened, in all your habitation ye shall eat unleavened bread.
So in verse 14 it says, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep the feast of the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep the feast by an ordinance forever. So he told us then to do it forever. If we stop the tradition, that means we got to get back to it when we know that it's better. So it says it's supposed to be a memorial. So it's supposed to remember how he brought the Israelites out of Egypt.
we're supposed to remember he gave us the Messiah and continually to the past until we leave it. It said, 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Now, this is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And if you're not familiar with it, the Feast of Unleavened Bread happens immediately after Passover. And so the story about the unleavened bread, when the Israelites were getting ready to flee Egypt, they had bread, getting ready, getting prepared. They prepared it. It didn't have time to rise. So it was unleavened bread. And they were able to leave. So we do this in remembrance of that. But the biggest thing about the Feast of Unleavened Bread is making sure we don't have leaven in our heart. That we don't have hate for our brothers and sisters. That we don't have malice. That we don't have grudges holding on to. And also, we don't have sin that we practice. And we're cognizant and aware that something that we do. And when we get to the Feast of Unleavened Bread and we get to Passover, we're supposed to be repentant, turning from it, and ask the Most High God to cleanse our heart, put a new spirit in us, so that we won't go and deviate from the path that we're on. So, it says in verse 17, and ye shall observe the Feast of Unleavened Bread, for in this same day have I brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 120th day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven without you. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened in all your habitations, and ye shall eat and habitation shall ye eat unleavened bread. So we're not supposed to have anything with leaven in it for a complete week. And this is an opportunity to clean your house out of leaven, because this day is Passover. And the first day of unleavened bread, we're not supposed to have anything with leaven in it. And the day of unleavened bread begins tomorrow eve. So before we partake in this eating of the unleavened bread, this eating of the Passover, we got to make sure we don't have leaven, that we don't have hate for our brothers and sisters, and also if we're practicing any type of sin, that we repent to the Most High, and we can do that right now with the Most High by speaking to ourselves and speaking to Him, and letting Him know, like, hey, Father, I'm sorry for what I did with ignorance, or if I was willfully practicing sin, give me the strength to reject the temptation that I deal with on a daily basis. So, you want to add anything before I read this text?
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5, starting at verse 6. Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast,
Whole leaven, either with the leaven of malice, wickedness, but with the unleavened bread
of sincerity and truth.
Right. I mean, it means nothing if we keep the feast days and we don't have a heart that's pulled up and we don't follow the Messiah in an accurate way. He cares nothing about us keeping Passover feast. He don't care nothing about us keeping the Sabbath if our heart isn't right with Him. So that's something we got to make sure we do. That's the first thing before we even get to the point of celebrating and keeping the feast. And if you want to make a point,
That's an excellent point. Our spirit has to be right. We have to be sincere because
praises. So verse 7 says, purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump. So this process of purging, it don't happen overnight. To purge something out that you've been doing for years and years on top of years, it's a process, it's an ongoing process. And the Most High God, He has understanding, He has grace and mercy for that. Because He knows our hearts, so He knows when we try all our life to stop sin. He will help us to give us the strength to endure and to continue pulling us out of whatever sin we may be dealing with. So it says, therefore, let us keep the feast, not with the whole leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. And that's how we know that the first unleavened bread that was ever kept was a foreshadowing of how we were supposed to walk as true people or true children of the Most High. So I'll give you Exodus 12. Let's get back to the passage. And we're going to read verses 21 to 24.
This is Exodus 12, starting at verse 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of it and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will have food to fight the Egyptians. And when ye seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto the house to smite you.
And verse 24.
24.
Ye shall
Ye
observe this thing for an
ordinance
ordinance
to the city to thy sons forever.
Right. So it goes into showing that they had to go through this entire process. And when we look at verse 22, it says, "You shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, right? The lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at that door of his house till the morning." And this is what I was speaking of, the foreshadowing of Christ coming. So when we're supposed to repent as true followers of the Messiah, we're not supposed to come out there. If we walk in that door and we say we living for the Most High, we following the Messiah, we're not supposed to deviate on that path and start practicing sin all over again. When we know it, I can give you Hebrews 10, 26 and 27.
This is the book. This is the book
Book of Hebrews, chapter 10,
starting at verse
and
26.
26.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversary.
So if we sin willfully, after we receive the knowledge of the truth, there's no more sacrifice for our sins. So it's like if my mama tell me to do something and I still do what I want to do, I'm gonna get a whoop. She told me don't do it. So she gonna whoop my butt when I do it. Right, man, you always. But it says there's a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversary. So we got to understand with the Father that, hey, when we say he's going to keep our blood. So we got to know and understand when we get that judgment, we know where it's coming from, we know what we did to deserve it, and this judgment is going to go out. But if we stay in that door, you don't walk out of that door, because that door is the Messiah. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, right? So in that door, we got to walk into. And if we stay in that door, we're going to be all right. So we got to stay close to the blood. I'll give you Psalm 34.
Chapter 30, starting at verse 4. Sing unto the Lord, O ye
Ye saints of his,
and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
So, sing to the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endures for the moment, and his favor is light. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So we're gonna go through things while we're here, but we have to understand that eventually we're gonna get to the kingdom if we endure. That don't mean it's gonna be easy while we're here. It's gonna be some things we're gonna go through. Sometimes you're gonna feel like giving up. But he's imploring us to keep our eyes on the prize, keep our eyes single, keep our eyes focused on what he wants us to focus on. That's the kingdom. So, brother, grab morning in Hebrew.
So this is H1242 Boker, and that's the line that just says morning, break of day, of end of night, of coming of daylight, of coming of sunrise,
of beginning of
day,
of bright joy,
to night of distress. It says morrow, next day, next morning. It says of bright joy after night of distress.
Right. So this is a figurative definition for morning. And so we know that morning was dedicated to wake up after night. A figurative morning. And this morning that is being spoken of is when this time period is over. The tribulation you're going to go through while we're here. Brother, if you could, right? Exodus 12, 23 to 49. This is the end of what we're going to have to read in Exodus 12. Forty-two, 40.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, starting at verse 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. And every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten.
thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land,
For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you.
So, look at verse 43. It says, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. So, what does he mean by no stranger should eat of this Passover? This is dealing with someone who isn't actually an Israelite, but they may be in the land. They're not supposed to ever eat of the Passover because the Passover was never for them. It was only for Israelites. So, verse 44 says, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. So it's going on to reiterate that someone that ain't of the nation of Israel, they can't eat the Passover. But if you have an Israelite who doesn't live in the land, he's not a homeborn native of the land, he can come into the land, and if he has someone working for him, or he's working for someone else in the land, he can eat of it, but he got to make sure that he's circumcised. So it says, in one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh brought out of the house, neither shall he break the bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
And this
reiterates that this is only for Israel to be keeping the Passover, because it says the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
And when
And
a
the
stranger
stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised.
and
Then let him come here and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and to the stranger that is sojourning among. So, if you were an Israelite and you didn't live in the land, it didn't matter. If you lived in the land, you were supposed to keep the law. So, I don't, if you can, grab that one to me. Because I want to show the foreshadowing also again with Christ.
This is Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Okay,
So we see that he's going to save his
so people. He's going to save his people from their sins, and his people were the Israelites. So it's the same provision we see for the Passover meal. Nobody that was an Israelite was supposed to eat it. They weren't supposed to eat of the lamb. So in the same way, we see with the Messiah, no one else was going to be partakers of the lamb sacrifice, who was Christ. Right. So I'll give you Matthew 15, 22 through 28. Yes, sir.
This is the book of Matthew 15, verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. And he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cried after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. And she said, True, Lord. Yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee, even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
So this is a Canaanite woman. It says, Behold, the woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered not a word. So he's like, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cried after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So this is Christ, the Messiah's word. And he's saying, Hey, I'm only sent to the Israelites. So I don't know why you coming to look for help from me. It says, Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet, or it is not right, to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. So he called this Canaanite woman a dog. So why did he call this Canaanite woman a dog, and why doesn't he want help? It says, Then he answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee, even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. So he said her faith was great. She had great faith because she understood who she was. She wasn't Israelite. She knew that she wasn't primary focus of the Messiah. She knew that the ministry wasn't for her, but she also knew she had a place as a Gentile. So the Gentiles aren't going to be cast out and not, no type of salvation at all. Some of them will be redeemed from the second death, but they'll have to serve the Israelites and they'll have to serve the Messiah also. So she knew her place at that point in time. So the whole spirit behind Passover is understanding that us as Israelites, one day we're going to be delivered from our enemies. We knew that our ancestors in Egypt, they got delivered from their enemies, right? The Egyptians. And we know also there's a salvation to come. So the salvation we're hoping for is to come from under this system of things, the way that things are playing out, the way that they have us in bondage, the way that they have us in debt, the way that they have us getting sick by putting what they put in these stores. And no matter where you turn to, even when you try to eat healthy, you still ain't eating healthy. So this is bondage, this is captivity. But I pray that the Most High very soon deliver us out of this captivity. And this is what we all should be hoping for. While we're in the spirit of Passover, while we're sitting down eating this meal, because we're about to get ready to start the ceremony as far as eating the meal. But before we do that, we're going to anoint everybody with oil on the top of their head and with frankincense and myrrh. This frankincense and myrrh actually comes from the land of Israel. So I'll praise the Most High. And after we do the anointing, we're going to get into a prayer, which is Psalm 83. It's actually a prayer that was stated in Psalm 83. And it's about the deliverance from our enemies. And I'm going to read it in English, and we're going to face the east. And Brother Aaron is going to read it in Hebrew. So, I'm going to go ahead with the oil. And whoever caught on the street, y'all going to have to call the driveway as far as much as we got room. I got a message from
I'm gonna turn off the speaker and see.
Okay. Yeah, somebody did feedback.
Okay. Can you speak up and see if Shaq can hear you?
Okay. So the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us.
Mic check, mic check.
Yes, they did.
She said 1, so.
Okay, so she.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll praise. So we're gonna go around and you start that way.
Sis, before you leave, get anointed.
You can pour it out, just watch it.
It's fine.
And if y'all can start the drip, just rub it
Yeah, right here.
in.
Baby. Did you get him back? Did you get him back? Can you fix your shoes?
Oh yeah.
You need to fix your shoes.
Why would you do that?
I'll give it a second for them to come back in, and we'll get the prayer. We'll do a commercial break on here.
Ain't no free will, it's all predestinated. From every death to every child brought forth through copulation. From the spouse that you choose to your current occupation, you either receive mercy or your hour's indignation. I can recollect on times that I could have been dead. Caught lacking, no strap, I had a knife instead. Played it cool, he wanted to kill me for how I used to move. Had to match his energy, portray that I was strapped too. But inside I'm praying to God, hoping he don't shoot. Still I'm whooping, telling him I know what he won't do.
So all praises. Still waiting on 2 people to come back in. Y'all give us a stick.
Hey.
Okay. Okay.
All the same. It's messy until you make her from.
I hope so.
In this
He what about in this room?
he was
Oh, yeah.
Wait, he was on the floor. Oh,
He went.
he was in there. Okay.
Okay.
Aaron living in the
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So the movie.
He's-
What's wrong with it being in front of the
Oh, he
That's
took
what he
it
was
from
asking.
the
Can he
house.
keep it in for right in front of the house?
Where is he?
right?
It's like right in front of the
It's
house.
right
Yeah,
in
that's
front
fine.
of the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
He good.
Yeah. He should be good.
Yeah, it's in front of the
So
house.
it's once it wasn't walked up in
Yeah,
front of
that's in front of other people's house. And I think they were saying just for the city in general too, because I guess the city be tripping, but he should be fine right in front of the house. Especially if it's just one car.
It's all in here, but that's it. Everybody else is in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else in the driveway. We good.
He should be okay.
I guess you'll listen to the next time.
Look,
He probably was already installed just like over.
look. How do we change that?
Yeah, I know. I think it's logged in on his phone or something. Oh, probably on the laptop.
Yeah,
The tablet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is on there. Yeah. I can pull them off. Yeah, I can pull them off stage.
No, this
Well, you know how to do it. Yeah.
is fine. It's like a stretch ball, but he can't put it in his mouth. It's like he just said,
Oh.
Okay, he moved back.
Yeah, you. You silly goose. You silly goose. Carl being
the old. Come on.
Mama.
You want to the whole time's made it.
the whole time.
All right, so
Telling me, I'm
everybody face this way,
Which is
and if y'all sitting on, yeah, y'all can stand up. Yeah, stand up. We're just gonna face this way, everybody. Y'all. And this is Psalm 83, and it's a prayer. And we're gonna do it first in English, and we're gonna go verse by verse, English, and then Hebrew. And y'all can, y'all ain't got here. If you got the Bible pulled out, you can read it with me. You can read it with me. And I'll read it. We can read it together. Everybody got 20.
583.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
Elohim al Dami, Lak al Te al Tish Ho.
And y'all can read it with me as I read it if you want to. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Ki Hene O Beka Yehe Meyun Seneka Nash U Rosh.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Al Amka Ya'a Remu Sar Weyi Ya'atsu Al Sepune Ka.
They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Amru Lehu When Dem Migoy Velo Yizraher Shem Yisrael O.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Ki no Atsu Levia Dal Ale Ka Berit Yik Rotu.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes.
Ahele Edom Weyi Me Elim Moab We Hagarim.
Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Gebal We Aman We Amalek Pele Shet Im Yish Be Sur.
Ashur is also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Salah.
Gam Ashur Ni Wa Imam Hayu Zerua Livne Lot Selah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon.
Ase Lehem Kimed Yan Kisi Sarah Keya Bin Bet Nechal Kishon.
Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
Nish Medu the In Dor Hayu Do Main La'a Dema.
Make their nobles like Ora and like Z, ye all their princes as Zebah and as Zamuna.
Shifemo Nidi Vemu Ke Oreb Wehi Zev U Hezebach U Kezal Muna Kal Si Hemu.
Who said, "Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession."
Asher Amru Nish Rasha Manu Neot Elohim.
Oh my God. Make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind.
Eloha Shitem Temo Hagalga Kekash Lefne Ruach.
as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
כאש תבער יער וכלי הבת תלהט הרים.
So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm.
כן תלדפים וצאה ריקה סובקה תבהה
Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
מלא פניהם חלום ויבשו שמך יהוה.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish.
יבושו ויבהלו עדי עד ויחפרו ויאבדו.
And y'all, when we get to Jehovah, we're going to say Yahweh, not Jehovah. With no J's in the alphabet to 1524. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
וידעו כי אתה שמך יהוה לבד דקה עליון כל הארץ.
All praise to the Most High. All praise.
Yeah.
So at this time, y'all, Drill and Wendy, they gonna pass out the Passover meal, and so darling, I think you can help them so you can help pass them out. And we ain't gonna eat anything, y'all, until everybody gets and get their.
You got your own. You got your own. You got your own. You got your own. Come on. You got your own. Okay. Come on.
Yeah, come on, oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, you just okay. Yeah, one. I'm sorry. Hand me Mrs.
Everybody got everything in front of them. So we're going to read Matthew 26, and we're going to read verse 26. After we read verse 26, y'all, we're going to start to eat everything on it. So it's Matthew 26, verse 26. It says, and as they were eating, the Messiah or Jesus or Yahweh took the bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to the disciples and said, take, eat, this is my body. You can read verse 26.
This is Matthew 26, verse 27. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it.
And verse 29 says, but I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine. Verse 28. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. While everybody finishing off the rest of it, I'm going to read Exodus 12 in total from beginning to the end. And it reads, and Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their father, a lamb for a house. And if the whole household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating, shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. And you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste, for it is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial. And you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day, ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No matter of work shall be done in it, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in the selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread, until the 21st day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your house. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For Yahweh will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, Yahweh will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And you shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he has promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of Yahweh's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed the head and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away, and did as Yahweh had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. And it came to pass that at midnight, Yahweh smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get you forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go, serve Yahweh as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was left, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And Yahweh gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required. And they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men, beside children. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not left, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry. Neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the self same day it came to pass, that all the host of Yahweh went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed unto Yahweh for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of Yahweh, to be observed of all the children of Israel in their congregations. And Yahweh said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to Yahweh, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, as Yahweh had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. And it came to pass the self same day that Yahweh did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their arms. All praise to the Most High. So I'm gonna blow the show for one more time to end the ceremony. And we're gonna play a song and sing it on all the way out. And after we finish, y'all welcome to go and get whatever you want to eat. That's the fact. Passover meal that's sitting on the table.
Connected.
Shalom, Israel. This is a song that I just wrote, and it's dedicated to all the Israelites out there that's waiting for Yahweh to come take them out of this captivity. Here it is. We're praying for salvation to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh. Come and get us from this place that you brought us. 'Cause now we know who we are, sons and daughters of. We're sorry for the sins we've done. It's true. Now we keep your laws, your statutes, and commandments too. So come and get us from this awful place that you brought us. 'Cause now we know who we are, the sons and daughters of. So won't you come and get us? Come and get us. Come and get us. Waiting for your shine, to Savior. Oh yeah, waiting on your shine. We know the truth, waiting for you. We're waiting on your shine. See, things just ain't no fun. We're waiting to come. Get hard. And when we see you, we're take the water. See, they told us we was not. They told us we was not. Yes. We know who we are. Turn back to the Lord. We're waiting on you. Out here, every pass is a chance, and every catch a memory. If that
So yes, all praise to the Most High. We just want to end by giving all praise to the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, and we do so by Shem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Get this mouth to move, right?